Okay folks, this is video number 2 of your game development unit. So, on the 28th of February, from what I remember that date was, yes, you should have this following sections complete: scenario, brainstorming, visual style, storyboards, research and product analysis, game features with game idea. Okay? And then evidence with your client, feedback received, and reflection on the feedback. Remember, always saying that things are looking good but never perfect. It always gives you something to build upon. Next what I do is, what I'm going to chat about you this video and give you a date to have this done, is the production schedule, hardware and software plan, and the flowchart. Your production schedule, that's your Gantt chart. Okay? So you need to complete a Gantt chart, which you would have done for data modeling, for this. Now, an example of one that I have here is, so this lasts over 12 weeks, but obviously you always give a few weeks added on just in case of an emergency. Okay? And the different things you need to do inside the 12 weeks, from researching your topics, down to storyboarding, peer reviewing your final storyboard, to build the game, test it, get client feedback, refine the game, test the game, and then get your final client feedback. And here's your weeks 1 to 15. Now, remember, some activities, same as data modeling, can be done inside of the 1 week. Now, for example, here's research and topics, audience research and some of the games. You could do that all together within 2 weeks. Or else you could say, do that over 1 week and do this over 2 weeks. Alright? So I've kind of laid a Gantt chart out. Now, obviously, you're building your prototype and refining it is always kind of going to be the longest, because that's the big part of it, okay? Now, these yellow ones, what that means is that's your contingency. So that if something runs over, that you've took that into consideration, that, oh God, I have to give 4 weeks, I actually need 4.5, so that's going to go into week 9. So it doesn't mean that you're using them, but that just means in case of emergency, you have this contingency here. So you need to create, first of all, a Gantt chart, and then put a picture of it and talk through the Gantt chart. Why have you given certain length of time? Why are you doing certain tasks along with others? Can these work alongside each other? Hardware and software plan then. Complete the 2 tables below, okay, to identify the hardware and software required along with the dates required. Screenshot evidence of emailing your client for feedback, screenshot evidence for client feedback, and justify. Hardware and software meaning what hardware and software will you need over the dates of this Gantt chart? Alright? And why? So for example, for building your prototype, you're going to need a very good computer that is able to run Godot. Alright? For your storyboards, you're needing PowerPoint, etc. What kind of a computer are you needing? Alright? So even just find the spec of the computers that's in the classroom there, they'll do for your hardware. And you just put in under what weeks will you need them, and what software will you need for these here. Like for example, research in the games, you'll need Internet Explorer there. So you will, because you're doing some research, so you are. Alright? You're testing again, you're going to need Godot for your refining game Godot. So a lot of it's going to be quite Office 365, email, internet, except for the weeks where you're doing your storyboards. You might need PowerPoint or whatever you're doing them in, and then you're going to need Godot. And under what weeks are you going to need them? Okay? Screenshot that and send it to your client, and then get feedback from them to say, yep, this is okay. And remember, you're justifying and evaluating the software and hardware needed to do all of your different tasks. The last section I want you to do then is your flowchart. Initial attempt at a flowchart. Evidence of emailing. First attempt to your client and ask for feedback. Remember, your client always email me and I will send you the feedback. Screenshot of the response and then update your flowchart. So what a flowchart looks like is, give me 1 moment. Looks as follows. So here's an example one for a game that was done last year. And it's more or less following through what happens in your game from start to finish. Okay? User selects the start button. Then they have the castle level option. Okay? Enters a cave. Cave opens. User collects fruit and reaches the end. Congratulations, screen open. If the user selects close the game will shut down. If the user selects go again, what should be missing here is there should be an arrow straight back up to the top to show. So it shows you what happens in your game. If the user clicks the quit button, game closes. Alright? So thinking of your game from start screen, I'm walking through all the different screens and level, and when we get to the end, and also including their pause menu, just what happens. Okay, like a flowchart of an organisation, we have the boss, deputy boss, and all the people. Same thing, what happens at the start, the middle, and the end, and then bring it right back around if they want to play again, or end the game if they've clicked no or close. Okay? So that's the next bit of what I want you to do for your assignment. And I expect that to be done. So you have the first bit done Tuesday 28th. I expect that to be done Tuesday the 4th. Okay? 4th of February. So 20th of January, sorry, for the first video work done. 4th of February for the next section. And then my next video will be discussing the pseudocode, event timeline, etc. Good luck.